Hello makers! Are you ready to make a block that requires no piecing at all, but can give you intricate organic quilt blocks to make show-stopping quilts and home decor?
Yeah!
Then join me in making the reverse applique block made with Costeira fabrics. This organic design was taken from the ceramic tile print from Costeira Fabrics, giving us coastal vibes and oceanic beauty. Reverse applique is a sewing and quilting technique that is created by cutting away the top portion of fabric to reveal the fabric underneath. This is opposite of traditional applique, where fabric pieces are sewn to the background of the fabric. Essentially, we're creating a design by cutting into the fabric rather than adding to it. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the AGF channel to get notified when new AGF tutorials are released. All the materials and measurements you'll need to create this block is in the description box below. Grab some Costeira fabrics and let's get started.
The Costeira collection by AGF Studio has my mouth watering with its vibrant colors. It takes us to the charming coast of Portugal with pops of pastel yellow, ocean blues, and splashes of soft orange and bright pink. Place a solid background fabric, then batting, and next 2 and 12.5-inch squares of contrasting fabrics from Costeira Fabrics, layered and centered on top of each other like this. Make sure your batting and backing is a bit larger than your 12.5-inch squares. Tape together the Costeira design template, matching up the notches and making sure the 1-inch square on the template measures 1 inch. Cut out a 12.5-inch piece of sewing tracing paper and place over your design template. Tape tracing paper in place and trace your design onto the tracing paper. Now place your tracing paper with the design centered onto your fabric layers. Tape and pin into place to prevent from shifting as you stitch down your design. Take your piece to your sewing machine and start in the center of your design and work your way out using a 2.5 stitch or smaller on your machine. Place your presser foot down and hand crank your needle down and back up. Lift your presser foot up and pull the bottom thread up from the bobbin. Then place both top and bottom thread back under your presser foot and now place your foot back down and begin stitching. Since we are starting a stitch in the middle of our project, doing this will help us to create a beautiful seamless stitch where we start and stop our stitching. Feel free to use a regular presser foot or give your free motion foot a try. Relax and move your project in a flowy motion. While going around the corners, keep sewing, but pause at turning points, trying not to make any jerky movements. It may take a minute to get into the groove if you aren't used to free motion quilting, but slowly you will find your rhythm. When you make it back to where you started, stop sewing 1 stitch before and lift your presser foot up and pull your project out of the machine, leaving a long top and bottom thread. Now we can slowly and carefully tear the tracing paper off of our block. To take your stopping and starting threads in the front of your piece to the back, thread it through a sewing needle and thread the thread to the back, straight through the end of the stitch line. Now you will have both set of threads in the back. Tie off both set of threads. Take your sewing needle and thread the tails into the back layer of your project, so the tails are hidden and secure to create a seamless back and front. Take your curved embroidery scissors and pinch your project, making sure you loosen the top fabric from the under fabrics. When you have the top layer pinched securely, make a small snip, making sure just to cut the top fabric. Now slowly make your way, cutting the top layer of fabric only, staying close to the stitch line as possible, about 1/8 inch away. Slowly, you will reveal your contrasting fabric underneath, showcasing your stitch design. The last steps are to sew around your block at 1/4 inch. Trim your block to 12.5 inches and your reverse applique block is complete.
So what did you think? I think this block was the perfect block to add to my quilting and sewing resume. It definitely required me to have patience and to slow down with my cutting and my stitching, but I loved how it turned out. I can't wait to draw up more fancy fun designs to put my reverse applique to the test. For more fun projects made with Costeira Fabrics, make sure to check out our fabric lookbook. The link is in the description box below. Until next time, happy sewing.